Ohio, in Pennsylvania, again, just for people at home, in a presidential election year where Republicans always get slaughtered. Last night, that was, for me, almost as unthinkable and unprecedented as what Donald Trump did.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. If you talk to people in the Senate Democratic leadership, right up until 7 o'clock last night, they would have said, no way Russ Feingold loses, no way Katie McGinney in Pennsylvania loses. New Hampshire was always going to be a fight. But the fact that and so I think the strong view among the Democrats is we'll be at least at 50. We'll have Tim Kaine in the chair.
Right.
That gives us 51. Maybe we'll be at 52. Maybe we'll be at 53. Nobody imagined.
I will say, I thought there was a path forward, Katty K, for Donald Trump all along. I never thought there was a path for Ron Johnson and Pat Toomey and all of these guys to win at the same time. The odds seemed overwhelming.
Joe, you said something interesting about how maybe we'll look back and say Barack Obama was a one-off. And actually, perhaps we should have seen signs of that in what's happened to the Democratic Party in state legislatures during the course of his presidency. Right? They have been decimated. They got the worst number of houses and seats in the House since World War II. The number of legislators who have lost their jobs in his presidency, 860 or something.
Let's underline this for a second. Barack Obama will go down, I believe, as the I don't know exactly how to say it, but worst president that presided over more Democrats losing than any Democrat in the history of this country. 2010, record-setting losses for Democrats. 2014, record-setting losses for Democrats. 2016, Republicans holding on. And worse yet for Democrats, in 18, it's all the Democrats who were up.
Right. We may look back and say Barack Obama was very good at getting Barack Obama elected. Exactly. But he wasn't very good at getting his party members elected, and he certainly wasn't very good at getting Hillary Clinton elected.
So the president-elect just tweeted.
Oh, he got his phone back.
Yep, he's got his phone. And before reading this, my daughter's texts keep popping up. One, WTF. The other, I don't understand what happened. Trump tweeting, such a beautiful and important evening. The forgotten man and woman will never be forgotten again. We will all come together as never before.
And let me tell you, Tom, that may sound like pie in the sky, but a remarkable thing happened last week. Michael Moore and I agreed. No, we did. We have been sort of like lobbying, but Michael Moore and I agreed. Yesterday, Al Franken came on. I totally agreed with him. Working class Americans keep falling further and further behind, while those of us that live in the bubble keep living better and better lives. This really is a moment that both parties need to unify for their own political purposes. Democrats have to reconnect with working class Americans, and Republicans have to follow through on promises.
You're sounding like Bernie Sanders.
Well, that. By the way,
had a good message.
Bernie Sanders. Look
Understood it.
By the way, this revolution in 2016 that we've experienced, it was Bernie Sanders and it was Donald Trump's.
That's right. And look, the craziest race that any of us has ever seen culminated in probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, upset in political history. And it is a realigning election. If you go look, I mean, both parties are going to have to grapple with what happened last night. And it's going to take some serious soul searching for both parties. The Republican Party now is led by a man who is a protectionist. I mean, he's literally thumbed his nose at 40 years of Republican orthodoxy on a bunch
and has led it and has made it known he wants the Speaker of the House out. I don't know if that's the case now, but it certainly was 2 weeks before the election.
If I could just make one more point on the Senate, which was really remarkable. We heard a lot of talk about how we were going to see ticket splitting. Right? People voting for Hillary Clinton, voting for... Didn't happen. It was all Republicans. And the Republicans who... Donald Trump pulled most of these folks across the finish line. The only one who lost was Joe Heck in Nevada, who disavowed Donald Trump after the Access Hollywood tape came out. But everybody else, Richard Burr, Roy Blunt, Ron Johnson, all these folks benefited from Donald Trump, I think.
Tom Bevan, thank you. Katty K, Steve Ratner, thank you as well. Coming up, how President Trump...
By the way, has anybody slept? Anybody slept?
Not
You
yet.
got a little bit, Caddy?
Heading to the train. I'm going to sleep on the train home.
But you haven't slept. Gone
Not yet.
slept. Yeah. Nobody has.
Couple minutes.
Couple minutes.
I don't know. Was it a dream? Did it happen last night?
It happened.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm teasing here about how President Trump will lead America. Think about that. How President Trump will lead America on the world stage. President of the Council on Foreign Relations, Richard Haas, joins the conversation. This is the huge story.
It's as big for the world as it is for America.
Oh, my Lord.
It is so big for the world.
Seismic.
Harold Ford Jr. and the New York Times reporter Yamiche Alcindor here on set. Morning Joe coming right back.
That was great.